Good morning, everybody. We are turning this Party Scooper segment into a sauerkraut.
That was your lead-in, my friend.
Discussion.
Sauerkraut ice cream.
I was hoping for Baby Yoda.
And scoop and a half. We're really going far with this one.
We've been talking about it all this morning because it is kind of a year in review. So let's kind of review with one of our Party Scoopers, Craig Robinson. Always great to have you join us here in studio. Kind of looking overall at the world of politics and leading up even to today when we have a couple politicians in town ringing in the new year with us here in the great state of Iowa.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting year. For some reason, you know, these years, they seem to fly by. And I think in the presidential race, it has flown by. And if you talk to anyone on any of those campaigns, they have to think, my gosh, where did all the time go?
Right.
You know, and it reminds me of, you know, there's a lot of money in politics, but there's always a saying, too, is like, the one thing money can't buy you is time. And so that's why, you know, the investment. I mean, you just look at this last week, Amy Klobuchar accomplished visiting all of Iowa's 99 counties. She will be the only.
She pulled a Grassley.
Yeah, she pulled a Grassley. I think she'll be the only Democrat presidential candidate to do that. And what it takes to do that is a commitment. You know, I remember when, you know, Rick Santorum was able to do that in the 2012 caucuses. And it takes a lot of effort. And more Republican candidates do it than I think Democrat candidates do it. But there is a benefit. And I know we call it the full Grassley, and I know that politicians have been doing it forever, but there's a reason why it's important. It's important for these political candidates to go see voters where they are, where they live, and where they work, because it's a little different. Like it's one thing. I grew up in rural Iowa, and so I remember, you know, I would drive to Dubuque to go see a presidential candidate, or I'd drop down to Davenport, and I sought them out. Not everyone's going to do that. Not everyone has the ability to do that. And so I remember when I worked on Steve Forbes's 1999 campaign, you know, we did a bus tour and we hit all 99 counties, and we'd roll in, and I was terrified as a field staffer. We would be down in, you know, Wayne County, you know, and you're like, is anyone going to show up? I mean, I'm coming to town with, you know, 2 buses and all this hoopla. And do these people care? And what I learned is those were my favorite events. You know, I think that Wayne County event, it was like at 4:30 in the afternoon at some shop that does a little bit of everything, you know, sold ice cream, antiques, whatever. And, you know, like 75 people show up. And now, you know, it's funny, I laugh. I see sometimes, you know, oh, Biden only drew 200 in like Forest City. And I'm like, that's not bad. You know, we view these people on this national scale, but in Iowa, 200 people to take time out of their day to go to a political event, I still think is quite amazing. And I don't know, I think you make connections at events like that. And so I'm curious to see. I don't know. I'm not saying Amy Klobuchar is going to win the Iowa caucus.
Well, I was just going to say, I see the benefit.
Think it matters.
I see the benefit of what you're saying, but as we're going into the next Democratic debate, her name isn't necessarily on the top. She's on the stage, but her name isn't necessarily on the top. So even though she's making that dedication and visiting people, which I absolutely agree is important, is it making a difference?
You know, I mean, you could have said the same thing at the same time in this race in 2008 with Mike Huckabee. Did all of his time and attention here matter? And you could have made the same argument about Rick Santorum in 2012. Trump kind of threw it all out the window. But, you know, even Donald Trump campaigned pretty extensively across the state. He didn't do 99 counties, but he was in different parts of the state multiple times. So if you wanted to see him, and bigger candidates have the ability to draw, where people will drive to go see them. But I do think that you learn something about Iowa when you show up in these little county seat towns and spend some time there, and you'll really get a good feel of it. And I think it hones you as a candidate. And if you've seen anything happen with Amy Klobuchar over the past 2 months of this race, is that I think she really has her message has changed. I think the way she communicates has changed a little bit, and the campaign has changed her, and that's a good thing. You see it on the debate stage. I still think this Democrat race is fascinating to me because it hasn't really changed all that much, where you have, you know, you still have in Iowa Pete Buttigieg, Bernie Sanders, you know, and the big question to me is, what's Joe Biden going to do? And how's he going to perform? He's still, I think, viewed as a front runner, but I don't know if we're seeing front runner stuff out of Joe. And so this, I mean, we're really entering, New Year's is kind of like, You know, I remember when I was at the party in 2008, you know, New Year's, the caucus was 3 days away. I mean, it was absolutely crazy time. Now at New Year's Eve, it's like the final gun. You have 30 days, basically, or a little bit more, but you have a final month to campaign in this state. And
So
to
we're
make
going to
something
see
happen.
heavy on that here these next
It's going to be
34
crazy.
days.
It's going to be crazy.
All right, so get ready for that. What do we need to do as
I think
possible
it's-
caucus
yeah.
goers, as we've been kind of talking about things to keep in mind when it comes
Well,
to the
number
caucuses?
one, whether you're a Republican or a Democrat, you should go out to your caucus. Number one, you should put that on your list as a to-do thing. That's the process. That's where it starts. If you want to be involved in the convention process and be a delegate to really have a say in these matters. The second thing to do is go see the candidates when they're in town. I mean, I see Republicans that'll go to these Democrat events. You learn something about them. You learn something about the candidates. You learn something about your town. It's maybe good for you to hear what other people have to say. So when these presidential candidates maybe you're enticed because Kevin Costner, you know, decided to drop into Indianola. I've got friends like that, you know.
Right. Oh, you're the reason.
I'm not the reason. I'm not
okay.
the reason. I'm the one who's like, come on, really? And they're like, well, Kevin Costner was there. I'm like, I kind of get it. But I think there's multiple reasons. Whatever it takes. Go check him out and be involved in this process. We are so spoiled as
Yes.
Iowans that we get to start this process. We have we don't necessarily pick the nominee, but we have an enormous responsibility at telling the rest of the country, hey, these are the few candidates that you should really give more attention and look to.
The nation is looking at us,
Absolutely.
and we need to kind of use that ability and knowledge and show where the direction
Kind of
might
like
be
an
going.
advisor to the rest of the country.
Right.
I mean, really, we are. I mean, we spend all this time with them, and we say, look, this is kind of how we feel. Now, it's going to be a little different with Bloomberg kind of lurking
He is trying to buy
the
time.
weeds. And he is, and I think what you're going to see is, but I think this is all this is a Biden thing, really, to me. That, you know, I still think that Bloomberg won't impact Iowa much, but you're going to have a Sanders, Warren, or Buttigieg in Iowa, maybe New Hampshire. But if Joe Biden isn't a front runner after Iowa or after New Hampshire, then Bloomberg will change this whole race a little bit when it goes to the Super Tuesday and you have, big states like California go in early March. That's when his impact on this race might happen. But for now, we're focused on Iowa, and I think kind of the premier candidates that we're seeing a lot of, Buttigieg, Sanders, Warren, and maybe some Amy Klobuchar.
Okay. There's a look at what's been happening over this crazy year and things to look forward to. Remember, 34 days until officially the Iowa caucuses begin, and we'll have more details with our party scoopers as that day comes ever so much closer. Happy New Year, sir.
Yes.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
all of your
New Year.
information. Go eat some sauerkraut so
I'll pass.
you
I'll
can
call
ring
you
in
when
for some
we
good
have the
luck.
sauerkraut ice cream.
You don't want my
episode.
facial expression.
That adds
Be
to the
awful.
fun.
There you go. All right. You're watching Iowa Live here on CWI 23.